Welcome back, and in today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different. I can't just keep talking about the Union. I want to do some tool reviews and show you guys what I'm working with. Today, we're going to review the Milwaukee packout system. Is it worth it? What are some of the pros? What are some of the cons? What do I love about it? And what are some of the drawbacks? So in this video, we're going to talk about that, and let's go. Now, because I have multiple boxes, I have the big one, I have multiple mini ones, the medium-sized boxes, and I also have the drawer box. I can't put the whole entire system together and put it in the back of my truck. It's just too much, it's too cumbersome, so that's why I take it apart. And that's one of the reasons why I love this system, is because I can take each piece apart and put it separately in my bag. Or now, if I'm out and about on a job site and I see my trolley case, and then I can bring just the drawers, or I can bring the other ones, that makes things a lot easier. Now I want to talk about some of the cons for this bad boy. First and foremost, it's not waterproof, so if you throw this in the back of your truck, I learned the hard way, you can get a lot of things rusted out, especially if you're doing it on a normal basis. I live in a townhouse. I don't live in a garage or a space where I can have things covered, so I had to buy a bed cover for my truck. So again, this is not waterproof, so don't expect it to be. If you live in an area like the Pacific Northwest like I do, it rains a lot, so make sure you put this either in your house every night, which again, it's gonna be heavy as fuck, especially if you load in all of your tools every day, if you bring this from your job every day. So keep that in mind when you do load these things up with how much tools. I have this thing loaded to the brim. I bring everything with me every single day because I would rather be caught with it and have all that weight than be caught without it and look like an idiot, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to different fasteners or different lasers, different tools, I bring everything with me every single day. And I mean, that makes it a little bit more difficult when it comes to lugging things around, but again, I want to be more efficient, so the weight is heavy. Like when you load all your tools in, you might not realize how many tools you can load up in these things. I'm gonna show you myself. I'm gonna show you on the back of my tailgate how much tools you can load in this bad boy right here. Another con is it's expensive. Like I said before, this is over $500. If you don't make a lot of money, if you're not willing to invest in a quality product like this, you can buy a little DeWalt box. You can buy, I think Rigid has another system like this. It's not as good, but it's cheaper. You can go that route. I'm more of the buy it nice instead of buying it twice. I like to buy quality tools for the first time because I don't want to go and think, man, what if I had just bought the better quality one? I want to get the best quality one the first time, so I don't have to keep, dinking dunking around trying to upgrade later on. And plus, Milwaukee is the best when it comes to innovation in tools right now. Bar none, the best. They are putting the best quality into this system, and everything fits together. And I'm not seeing that with any other company right now. When I try to criticize Milwaukee, I can't help but give them props. This is by far one of the best investments I've ever made. I bring about we did the math because honestly, another con is all your tools are in one thing. In one space, easy to steal, easy to for a crackhead to come and grab all your stuff. That happened to me on a job. I was working in a building, the door was locked. We chained the doors up and they cut the chains, they pried open the doors and stole all my tools. And so I know how much all this is worth because I have a stand-up company. I want to shout them out, but I'm not going to dox myself. You guys know who you are. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. They replaced all my tools and it was about $5,000. I keep about $5,000 worth of tools with me every single day. That includes my bags, I have Occidentals, that includes all of this. I have lasers, I have different pry bars, different skill saws, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna show you in this video exactly how much stuff you can bring with this, but you'll be surprised how many tools and different bits you can hold in one compartment. It's mind-blowing. So I'm gonna start with my first box. Now, that has the fasteners on it right here. And this is my most frequently used box. I put all my tools that I use every day or things I need access to like as quick as possible. I put that in the top box because before I just bought the drawers. And so, if you have another drawback, if you have some of your tools used frequently on the bottom of the tote, it makes it hard to get to, right? Like you have to take everything apart, grab something, put everything together, it's cumbersome. So that's why I put my most frequently used tools on the top. That should be obvious, but I've made a lot of mistakes. I might put, my finish hammer in the bottom. It's not used very frequently, but it's used enough that I feel retarded every time I have to go grab it out of the bottom, knowing that, I'm doing siding today instead of doing concrete forms. I need my finish hammer, right now. So I'm gonna show you right here. This in this fastener box right here, I just have some basic stuff, drywall, screws, different kind of bits. I have a lot of different apexes in here, whether there be one with extendos or just regular size 3/8 bits. I keep all those together to make it easier so I don't lose them, because apexes seem like they get lost so easily every time, you know what I mean? And so right here you can see in this box I have a chisel, different kind of apexes, Makita brand. This right here is an extendo, this is a Diablo. I have different fasteners, just different stuff that I might use every day. Sometimes my company will provide stuff. Sometimes I need stuff in a pinch, so I keep all that in my fastener box, my top box. So in here, every one of these boxes, they come with like a little tote thing or like a little shelf. We can put stuff in there. In mine, I have a whole bunch of locks. So when I'm on a job site, I lock all my stuff up. I have a bike chain where I put around a column, or if I'm in the Connex, same thing. If I'm in a space where I don't know a lot of guys, I make sure everything's chained up. Sometimes when I'm in a space where I know a lot of guys and you need to, hey, can I grab your skill saw? Or hey, can I grab some bits? I'm okay with that as long as I know you, as long as we have an understanding that if you break it, you're gonna replace it. Once you have that kind of camaraderie, I'm okay with keeping my stuff unlocked, especially on a smaller job where it's like 2 or 3 guys. I definitely do that very often, but if I don't, have all my locks on the top so that when I'm rolling up for the day, it's easy money, clip everything up, roll out, or clip everything up and put it into a column and keep everything locked up. Again, I have bits in here. I keep a ton. So right here, I keep a ton of bits. So you can see right here, this has all the different bits you're gonna need. I keep a ton of these boxes because they tend to get cannibalized all the time. People are gonna come, hey, can I grab this? Or they lose it, or say you're working on a job and you put the fastener in to the impact, and then you're rolling up and someone grabs your impact, throws it in the Connex, now it's gone. That happens every time. So you gotta keep a lot of these boxes on hand. You're gonna blow through different bits with screws. You're gonna lose things. You're gonna drop things while you're in boom lifts, or you're just gonna be working, and throughout the day you're gonna misplace stuff. So that's why I keep a lot of these different boxes in there. This is more for like if you're gonna install like Titans on walls. We had a lot of L-shaped brackets. We use these step bits. You never know when you're gonna need them. That's why I always buy tools and I think, okay, do I need this right now? And the most time it's no, but a lot of times they come in handy. That's why I always invest in myself. I always buy tools. These are always mine, right? These are always gonna be mine. I don't have to give these to somebody else, or if I use them on a job one time now with the companies, I invest in myself. I make sure that I have everything I need. I also keep a hole saw set. You see this right here? Hole saw set. Now, I'm not gonna go in depth in every single box. You see what it is. It's a lot of different bit holders. It's a lot of different fasteners. I have a lot of those. I keep a lot of batteries for myself. I have a lot of 5 amps. I have some 4 amps in there too. It's not in this box. Okay, so apparently this box has all 5 amp batteries in there. I am a Makita guy. I started off, I went on Amazon, I bought a Makita Impact, and so now I'm locked in, right? I just buy all Makita tools, but this system is Milwaukee. Now my next box, I keep things that I use sometimes, but not as frequently. So again, more batteries. You can never have enough batteries. I've learned that as an apprentice. I've learned that doing side jobs. The worst thing to do is you didn't charge your batteries overnight and you have, a job to finish, and you use your skill saw and you hear that where it's not really going anymore, it's dying, and you have a couple more cuts, it's the worst feeling. So that's why I buy a lot of batteries. I try to charge them every single night, whether I'm on the job site or doing a side job. I make sure that you charge the batteries. If your battery's not charged and if you don't have enough, it's gonna make the experience take 10 times longer. Now I keep a Sawzall. I have my own skill saw. On most jobs as a union carpenter, you're not gonna need one of these, and a lot of union guys would prefer you don't bring in your own tools. So I try to use this fairly often, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes we're in a job and there's only 2 skill saws and I have to finish a project, I'll just grab mine. My stuff is all labeled, I have everything marked out, so I will grab my own tool sometimes. Keep that a secret between me and you. Extra tapes, extra speed squares. Yes, this is super cheap. This is why I tell you, never buy a plastic speed square. They break fairly easily. Go with the Swanson or Johnson metal speed square. Another speed square. Air shim. You know what it is, working with yourself, doors and hardware. And now that's everything I have in my second medium size. Now, this is gonna be my favorite, absolute favorite packout. This changed the game. Now, this is a little more expensive than the other boxes, but it's worth it. These drawers are a lifesaver. You're able to go and get into your things and not have to take everything apart. This is why, by far, Milwaukee is hands down the best innovator, because they've seen the issues of going to the bottom, having to grab stuff. This makes life so much easier. And so in this system, I have chalk box. This is an industrial size one. It's about 100 feet. I have different plumb bobs. I have a Tajima, and this is the old school one right here. This is something that no one's really gonna tell you that it's great to have on hand, but it's great to have on hand. Nozzles for hoses. This is something that's overlooked all the time. You may be on a job where the excavators came and ran in the dirt and then ran in the sidewalk. A lot of city ordinances are gonna make sure that you have to clean that up, and having a nozzle makes your life so much easier. It's overlooked all the time, and that's why I always bring stuff that doesn't make any sense at the time, but it is a lifesaver when you need it. A multi-tool, a screwdriver, a ton of pencils, tape. These are also the different caps and stuff for the shelves where it keeps everything housed in there. Finish hammer, exactly. Now I can put it in my drawers, makes things easier. These tend to get chips in them, either screws or nails. It's good to have a set for finished stuff and a set for like demo, or if you're just like doing more rough and tumble stuff. Have 2 different sets. They're not that expensive. Make sure you have these things separate, right? Another chalk box. And that's all the tools that I have in my drawers. Now, the last box I have is my trolley set. And I put 2 shelves in here. I took one out to make it a little bit easier. I have different tile bits. I also have, remember, this is important, Milwaukee builds a GPS system. These are ticks. I put these in all my boxes so that if someone was to steal it, I give myself a fighting chance. The last time someone stole my boxes from my job site, they knew about these and they kind of just threw them out, but sometimes you can get lucky. Definitely do want to buy a GPS system. If you're investing this much money in tools, give yourself a fighting chance, put a GPS system, because it makes things so easy and convenient for them to steal stuff, so make sure that you are fighting back. I have a laser tape. I have a drywall saw. Respirator. These are knee pads. These are by far the best knee pads in the game. Right here. These are the ones with the joints. These ones don't have any Velcro in there. is a laser. Impact drill. Jigsaw. Another finish hammer. This is a corded drill. I use this for either grout or mixing paint, those kind of things. It's always good to have one hand. Mixing grout tends to burn your battery up, so I make sure you bring a corded one. Makes things a lot easier. Like I said, a lot of these tools might think, oh man, why do they look so new? Because again, somebody stole my stuff, and then my company, because they're so stand up, they replace it with all brand new tools. That's why you're gonna see a lot of newer looking tools right now. So as you can see, I'm able to bring all these tools onto each job because I have the Milwaukee packout system. This system makes things so much easier. Like I said before, this is about $3 or $4 grand worth of tools. I have a couple more things in my trunk, like 3-plane laser, my Occidental bags, all the other stuff in there that costs a little more money that also was stolen, that brought the grand total of $5,000. But this makes life so much easier. So that's some of the pluses. I'm able to bring a lot of different tools to my job site, and it's easy and convenient. I'm able to break things apart. So if I only need a drill, if I only need a jigsaw for doing finish work, I can just bring that box in. I have to bring everything in all together. Another benefit is they're sturdy. They're sturdy, they're built to last, they're not cheap filling. You know that feeling when you buy quality tools, you know the difference. You know when you buy a storage, it feels good. When you snap the box, it doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. These are quality. These are by far the best investment I made for myself and my tools. So I'm trying something new with the tool reviews to show like what I as an average carpenter bring to my jobs or to side jobs, and we need to be prepared. If you want a more in-depth look at the tools that I bring, what their functions are, review, post a comment. Let me know what you want to have a review on. Let me know what I bring to my job each day as far as like when I'm doing certain tasks. Let me know in the comment section of what you want to see. I'm building this channel for my community, and I'm building this channel for you guys, so let me guys know. Hope you like the review. Hope it wasn't too long-winded. I appreciate you guys, and if you want more tool reviews, let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys.